Okay, welcome back to another desktop anime figure show and tell with Setsuna here from YashaHime. Okay, so I just did the pop-up parade figure for Toa, her sister. Okay, so this is a Toa's sister, Setsuna. All right, so I got her from Hobby Link Japan for $3,367, pretty much the same as the other two figures. And that's about 30 US dollars. And I'm not really going to go over the shipping because I had them all shipped together. Okay, so typically these pop-up parade figures, they have like a companion figures. All right, usually they come out in pairs, but in this case they came out in a trio. Okay, so if you want to see the figure show and tell videos for the other two girls, Moroha and Toa Higurashi, I'll have links at the end of this video, right, if you want to check those other figures out. But yeah, so this came out in like a 3-figure set, pretty much. All right, the three main characters, the three heroines for the YashaHime anime series. Okay, and I think it was a manga also. But here we go. Okay, so like I said, Hobby Link Japan, 3,367 yen, roughly $30. Okay. Here we go. This is the front of the box right here. So it comes in the pop-up parade boxes that are like nice and clear, so you could use them as display boxes if you wanted to. You could either take this this is like a paper insert. You could take this out and use it as a box display figure, or a display case is what I'm going to say. A display case, or you could just leave it like this. Or you could take the plastic out inside, assemble the figure, and then display it with this box. All right. So there's a number of ways that you could do it. If you were gonna keep the insert, I would say get something. I don't know if you could do it with this one because she's got that naginata in there, and I think it's big. Okay, but I don't know. That's a good question. You would have to take this paper thing out because I don't think she'd fit in there if you propped her up with something. You can put like a block or something in there to prop her up. Okay. So here we've got like about a 75% window. You can see the actual figure inside. It says Pop-Up Parade here. All right, here's what the Pop-Up Parade is. It's a Pop-Up Parade is a new series of figures that are easy to collect with affordable prices and speedy releases. Each figure typically stands around 17 to 18 centimeters in height, and series features a vast selection of characters from popular anime and game series, with many more to be added soon. In English, by the way. It's in English, so that's interesting because this I'm pretty sure this is a Japanese. I imported this one from Japan, so but it says it in English in the front. Okay, so I think they intended for these figures to sell all around the world. All right, so here you got the Pop-Up Parade logo, little Good Smile Company smiley face. It's this figure is of Setsuna from YashaHime. All right, there's a YashaHime logo right here. There's a Good Smile Company logo here. There's a Shop Pro sticker right here. Okay, and there's a copyright here. I believe there's an English one in the back. We'll read it when we get there. But I think this says Setsuna. Setsuna, right? 1, 2, 3 syllables. Yeah, that's Setsuna. Okay. Each figure knows a little thing about a little bit of Japanese, is what I say. All right, here's another 75% window. It says Pop-Up Parade here. Okay, here's the back. It says Pop-Up Parade right here, and it's same as the Toa figure. It's kind of these geometric shapes. In this case, they're like rectangles, squares, and triangles. And this color scheme is like, I don't know, purple and red. Okay. And then they've got the information back here in 3 different languages, English being the center one. Ages 15 and up, PVC and ABS construction here. It says Shop Pro here. Here's the copyright info. Copyright Rumiko Takahashi. All right, Rumiko Takahashi is the author of Inuyasha and YashaHime. Okay, and Shogakukan Yomiuri TV Sunrise 2020. All right, licensed by Shogakukan Shueisha Productions Company. Okay. Here's the other 75% window. This one says Good Smile Company on it. Okay, and then let's take a look at the top. top is just clear and the bottom is just white. Okay. All right, let's do the unboxing. Okay, that's what the inside of the box looks like. It just says Pop-Up Parade on the bottom there. The same geometric shapes. Okay, you could take the insert out if you want to, I believe. Yeah, you can get it out if you wanted to. So if you wanted a completely clear case to put your figure in, this would be a good one. For some reason, the Pop-Up Parade boxes have the edges cut off too. I like to mention, I don't know why they do that. They're not like totally pointy. But in my opinion, that could let dust inside. So that's one thing I don't like about them. Will it let dust in? I don't know. Well, if you're in a real dusty environment, maybe. Okay. Okay, there she is, a lovely Setsuna from YashaHime. Okay, daughter of Sesshomaru, right? Well, and twin sister to Toa, right? And I believe she's like kind of like the step niece of Inuyasha and Kagome, I guess. Yeah. She's Mohora's cousin. That's what's going on. Okay, but there she is. So she comes out in 3 pieces: the base, the figure itself, and the naginata. Okay. And because she has a naginata and it's so long, it makes this figure really tall. All right, that's the kind of killer part. It's going to be kind of, you can't quite display her with other figures because it's so tall. Like naginata makes it tall. All right. Interesting thing to note, Hayes Mega practiced naginata for a while. Okay, when I was in the San Jose State Kendo and Naginata Club, they also practiced naginata there. So I learned how to use the naginata. It's a pretty cool weapon. Yeah, it's like a long sword is basically what it's kind of like a long sword, but you can kind of use it like a spear too. That's what I'm gonna say, or like a staff. Also, it's a very interesting weapon. And you can attack high and low parts, and you got a lot. It has like a good distance, all right, compared to like a katana or a sword. Okay. Anyway, enough about that. We'll take a look at the naginata later in the video. All right. So let's do a quick 360. Then Hayes Mega will look Toa over. Oh. So let's do a quick 360, and we'll look Setsuna over. Hayes Mega will look Setsuna over more closely, and then we'll scrutinize the figure and look at the finer details. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay, I've looked her over and I like what I see. All right, I'm gonna say her outfit has a lot more going with it, going for it than Toa's. Well, Toa's is like it's a school uniform, right? this is kind of like a battle outfit. In a ways, this is a uniform, right? So if you guys don't know, Setsuna was raised by the Demon Hunters, all right, the Demon Hunter clan. Yeah, so Setsuna was raised by the Demon Hunter clan, so that's why she's wearing like the Demon Hunter outfit, all right? She's a demon hunter, all right? Basically, all right. That's how she was raised and she grew up, all right? And then yeah, so also another thing I wanted to point out about the assembly. Boy, this naginata was really hard to get into her hand. I couldn't find really a good way to put it on. All right, there is no instructions on how to put it on, so I gotta gig him for that because that was kind of hard to install. As I want to say, I think I might have just damaged the thumb on the figure. All right, she's got a thumb and she's grasping it. Okay, basically, and what I had to do, I couldn't get it from I don't think I could have got it in from the bottom. It's like it's thicker here in the bottom, so you can't really get it in over there. Obviously, you can't get it in over here because the naginata, the blade, she won't put her hands over that. So what I had to do is kind of like open her thumb up a little bit. I had to pull her thumb over it and then stick her hand, stick the naginata in her hand, all right? And then I think I did it, I started right around here where it's thinner, and then I slid it up, and then when I got here, there was a little bit of resistance, and I slid it up some more. I was like, oh, I hope I don't damage. I think I damaged her thumb a little bit. I kind of dislocated her thumb a little bit, but she's holding it now. I think that's the way that she's supposed to hold it. But I guess the way maybe I tweaked her hand or something, this is the way she naturally holds it, right? And I think that's about right. That's about right. Okay, so yeah, getting the naginata on there was tough, and I don't really want to take it out again. Right? Basically, once it's in there, it's not coming off again. So I don't think I'll ever put her back in the plastic packaging in the box. All right, but that's the good thing about these inexpensive figures. If you damage them, oh well, you know. But yeah, she's still holding him up. Okay, so let's start at the base and work our way up. And we'll take a look. We'll scrutinize this figure of Setsuna. Okay, so the base is this kind of dark purple, transparent hexagon base. All right, it's got 6 sides to it. There is 2 pegs holding the figure up on the right foot right here. Okay, so that's all that's holding her up. Those 2 pegs that goes here and here. All right. It looks like it'll be okay. I don't think she'll lean. I hope not. I would have liked if her other leg was supporting also, but no dice. Hopefully she's on there pretty good. It looks like her foot is pretty big, so. Okay, so let's go take a look at her boots. All right, so we're gonna start from the bottom and work our way up. So there's her boots. Those are the Demon Hunter boots. All right, it's a kind of like a black and a kind of light kind of purple color. Light purple band that goes around it or something. Or like a sash. It is a boot, okay? It goes up over the ankles, and there's some fur. There's some kind of fluffy stuff on the top. All right, some kind of demon fur. I don't know. And then you can see like all the folds and stuff, folds and ruffles on the back of the boot. It's a black boot with this kind of purple sash around it, and then you can see the purple continues onto the bottom. All right, it's interesting. It's kind of like one of them ninja shoes, but they're like boots. Okay. And it's kind of textured. It's got a lot of texturing on the molding here. It actually looks really good. And that's supposed to be some kind of fur. Okay, but yeah, it does kind of look plasticky, I guess. But the paint is really good. Everything looks like it's in the lines really nicely. I don't see any flaws. Very good. Okay, let's move on up. We're going to take a look at her legs. All right, so like the Toa figure, there's not a lot of skin on this figure as well. All right, so they're not showing a whole lot of skin, but what little skin that we have, I'll tell you this now: the Toa sisters have very pale skin, is what I'm gonna say. All right, they need to get out in the sun more, so I say. All right. But anyway, yeah, so the pants she's wearing are like this kind of like a navy blue color. So I want to say, I don't think there's any kind of shading. Maybe around it does look like it gets a little darker around the knees, but that could just be like that kind of molding and stuff, all right, of her joints moving. Okay, it's really smooth. It's kind of like it's skin tight is what they call it, right? Skin tight is like she's wearing like a spandex or something almost, or like maybe like a sweats material, something like it. So you could move more easily, right? It kind of the Demon Hunter outfit looks very similar to like a kind of like a ninja outfit, is what I want to say. It's like if you were to combine like a ninja with like samurai stuff, because I say samurai because they have actual armor on, right? So yeah, so we can. This is the first time Hayes Vega is gonna look at the Demon Hunter's uniform, all right? So this is actually, I'm kind of excited a little bit. Okay, yeah, I don't really see anything wrong with the paint at all. It looks very nice. It looks kind of flat, is what I'm gonna say. Yeah, it does. It does get. There's a little shading on around the knees, so they did add some shading to it. I can kind of tell it gets darker around the knees. All right, for whatever reason, this knee looks a little bigger than this one. Okay, but let's go up and take a look more. All right, she's got some kind of pretty slender legs is what I'm going to say. I think Setsuna's pretty hot too, so she's the you know, I think she's the prettiest one out of all of them. That's what I'd say. She's also like the kind of, she's the most kind of like introverted out of all of them too, though. So, but anyway, so here is the armor. All right, it's got a what's called a tare. All right, it's kind of like a groin protector. Right, it protects her front groinal area. All right, because of that, you can't see her groin there. Area, okay, you can't even see her booty. All right, but yeah, actually there is, it does kind of continue. There's another part that covers the butt right here, okay, and it's all exposed on the sides though. So the armor, it protects the front and the back. All right, her front and the booty basically, okay. And it's so it's kind of shaped in kind of like a diamond almost. And the edges are silver. Okay, it looks like the purple on the sash here is kind of bleeding a little bit into the silver is what I'm gonna say, just a tiny bit. And then it is a kind of like a matte black finish on the front. All right, it looks okay. I don't really see anything wrong. I don't know. I see some kind of silver dots right here, but it's not too noticeable. That's what I'm gonna say. Looks good. Like I said, that's a tare. In kendo, we wear when we wear the bogu, the armor. There's a front part called the tare. All right, and that's what that is. It protects the lower front. All right, so you don't get your your junk injured. All right, and then so this is she's got the breastplate here. All right, or the do. All right, that's what in kendo we call that the do. All right, it's a chest armor. All right. Okay, and then there's so it looks like, I don't know for what, it's hard to tell, but it looks like there's only one piece of armor that goes on the shoulder right here, and it looks like it's attached by this round thing right here. Okay, and it goes up around the shoulder, and it's just like the tare. All right, the armor has like a silver lining that goes around everything else. All right, and it looks good. The lines look good for everything else, so I want to say. All right, and it's like that matte black finish. It looks like it's hard to tell, but it looks like there's no other shoulder guard. So for whatever reason, they prioritize protection on the front and then the left arm. Oh yeah, okay, I can understand. Because so if you guys know anything about a naginata, using a naginata, is that the kamae or the kamae or a stance is shaped like a T. All right, so kind of if she was to this is actually more like a kendo. This is for sword fighting stance, but if she was to move her back leg 90 degrees outward, right? Also, naginata can strike from the left and the right. It's not like a kendo, like a sword. A sword, you hold it like a certain way. When you learn how to use a Japanese sword, there's only one way to do it, all right? And you got to hold it with your left hand, all right? There's a certain way to do it, but in naginata, it's more ambidextrous, is what I want to say. Okay, so, but that would lead me to believe that when you hold when you hold a naginata, you could have your left side forward or your right side forward, and so I guess the left with if your left side is forward, I would have to think. Yeah, if your left side is forward, if this side is forward, this armor would be facing forward, all right? So technically, when you're using the naginata, you would hold it sideways like this, all right? Like my pointer stick is right now. So that's what that armor is for. Hey, Meg is getting all dirty on the armor. But I was wondering why it's like that, and I guess I could understand. Maybe that's your main stance that you would use, all right, when you were holding the naginata. So it would only protect that part. Is kind of goofy. I don't know why they wouldn't make it more symmetrical, but yeah, I guess it kind of acts as like a shield too. So this part would be forward. But then again, there's no armor on the sides too. So kendo armor, I know kendo armor has armor on the sides also. Right, and there's like no armor. The sides is totally exposed, so it's kind of weird. And she does have an elbow pad right here also. All right, I don't know if it's integrated into outfit or it's a separate piece. And she's wearing another one over here also. Okay, so that's it for the armor. All right, guys. Ace was just like talking up a storm about the armor. It does look like, it looks like she's wearing like a gi. All right. It's kind of like a jacket, but it's really tight, like the pants also. Really skin tight, form fitting. That's how the demon hunters roll. It's got a little cuff that flares out here. Okay, and then let's take a look at the hand real quick. Her hand is in like a fist right now. Okay, yeah, she's holding it in a fist. She's got really fair skin, is what I want to say. Skin looks all right. It doesn't look shiny. It doesn't look too shiny. It doesn't look too flat, is what I want to say. Skin color looks good to Hades Mega, is what I want to say. All right. Oh yeah, another thing we forgot to talk about is the obi or a sash, all right, or a belt. She's got this light purple sash going around her waist, all right, and then she's got a tanto right here, right, a knife. Very cool. The knife has let's take a closer look at the knife. Okay, so the knife has a white handle, and it's got like kind of like a streak of gold in it, all right, and then like it looks like it's got a gold butt plate right here. All right, and there's another one on the other end. Okay, and it's just held into the sash. All right, and then on her other shoulder, she's got this fur. All right, it looks like the Sesshomaru fur. so if it's one thing that she took from her dad, it's that she's got that fur thing that her dad carries around all the time. Okay. So it kind of wraps around her shoulder right here. And this is the same kind of fur that's like on her boots. All right, and it goes down her booty 2 ways. All right, I don't know where that's from. I don't know what yokai has that, because they used stuff from the monsters that they kill, the demons that they kill, for like their armor and stuff. Pretty cool. Okay, it looks very good. Everything is in the lines. Also, the naginata has like a little. Does it? No. Well. Oh yeah. Then attached to the. I know I just moved it just now just to see. The naginata also does have a little piece of fur on the suba here. Okay. Okay. It also looks like there's like an underliner for the. Okay, if you look at her collar, there's like a white lining under. I think there's like she's wearing like a white undershirt or something underneath the gi. Okay. All right, and let's take a look at Toa's face. There she is. She's got that lovely black hair. I think she gets it from her mom, right? But she's got the that kind of pink stripe that her father has. Okay, so she got the hair from the mother. She got the hair color from the mother, but the stripe from her father. All right. Okay, and she's pretty tall. At least compared to Moroha, she's tall. Okay, all right, so the last thing to check out would be the naginata. All right, so there it is. It's pretty tall. It's taller than her. All right, if you've held, I haven't held a real naginata in real life, but I've held like the ones that you do martial arts with. For like kendo, like where you can actually fight each other with the bogu and everything. It's pretty tall. It really is that tall in real life, guys. Okay, it's basically basically a really big sword is what it is. All right, it's like if you were to put a sword, a bow staff, and like a spear together, you'd get something like a naginata. Okay, it's a kind of multi-function weapon. You can stab, you can slice, you can strike with it. There's a lot of things you can do with it, but it's a long-range weapon also. Okay. They use them for fighting cavalry, okay? Horses. Okay, but yeah, there it is. There's the naginata. So the staff portion, all right, the part that you hold is kind of like a light purple color. Or it's just a purple color, okay? All right, and it's got kind of like a butt plate here. That's kind of gold colored. And then so I don't know. And then there's like a wrap here. I guess it's supposed to be like a handle of some sort, like a suka for a sword, but it's made out of gold. Okay. Okay. So yeah. So the handle is made out of gold right here. All right, and you can see there's these kind of slits in here where you can see the handle underneath. All right, the purple, the wooden staff part. Okay. Could be made out of some kind of metal also. I don't know. I never held a real naginata before, so. Okay, it does have a tsuba here. All right, a tsuba is a handguard, and attached to the tsuba is that fur I was talking about earlier. Okay, and then there is like just a blade attached to the end of it. All right, so that's all it is. It's like it's a pole arm is what they call it. All right, that's the type of weapon it is. It's a pole arm. It's like a blade attached to a pole. Okay. And this one is kind of like more like those Chinese swords, sort of those really the sabers. All right, yeah, it's got a saber kind of looking tip. I think most naginatas have like it looks like a katana. It's like kind of straight, and then it curves just a teeny bit, and it like it's kind of more angular. Right, it's not more rounded like this. Is what I want to say. Okay, it's a very interesting weapon. That's what I want to say. The blade looks kind of straight, is what I want to say. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, it does look like it's got a little wave in it. Alright, and it looks like it's a kind of like a silver color, silver painted color. And it looks good. I don't see anything odd about the molding or anything. They did a good job sanding it down and everything before they're painted. Very good. Okay, so there it is. Sorry, Hades Mega went and nerded out on the naginata. I imagine, you know, most people don't know a lot of stuff about naginatas, so I try to educate you guys. Okay, it's a pretty cool weapon. That's all I want to say. And that is Setsuna's weapon of choice. All right, and she does have the tanto right there also. Okay, so cool. All right, so oh yeah, and then we'll take a quick look at her face. I forgot it. We didn't even look at her face. Okay, so there's her face. She's just kind of looking off to the right there. Her ears are sticking out of her hair, here, and here. And she's got little pieces of hair coming out, kind of like a sideburn or something, or forelocks. All right, she's got some bangs right here. They're hidden pretty. They hide that kind of line that separates the front and the back pretty well. And then you can see that the stripes in her hair. Okay. You can see her back, the back of her neck. She's got some really fair skin. Okay, and then she's just got this kind of being intimidating kind of look on her face, because that's Setsuna. She doesn't show a lot of emotion, is what I say. All right, she's the complete opposite of her sister, or is basically what it is. All right, she's the introvert, and Towa is the extrovert. She has blue eyes. Yeah, I think Towa has like red eyes. Yeah. So Towa has like a red or like a brown eyes. Okay, so I guess maybe. Let me go take a look at the session model. It's interesting to note these things because like the way they did the art, like they took some stuff from the father and they took some stuff from the mother, right? Yeah, I think she got the Sesshomaru. Towa got the Sesshomaru eyes, okay, and I think Setsuna has the her mother Rin's eyes, is what I want to say. Okay, there she is, Pop-Up Parade Setsuna from YashaHime. All right, I'm really impressed with this one. It's got a lot of lots of little details and stuff with it that Hazemega could keep on talking all day, all right? But yeah, so she's got two weapons actually. She's got a tanto and she's got her naginata. This figure takes up a lot of space because of that naginata also, so just remember that. It's a full, like, almost 3 heads taller, okay? So let's say, all right? And I don't think you could move it any lower than this. So you may be able to move it up, but you can't move it down, all right? And yeah, so good stuff. Lots of details. She's wearing the Demon Hunter outfit that she wears normally. Very cool. She's got that beautiful long black hair. And I can't really find too many problems with it, you know, other than like, yeah, the paint wasn't in the line like right here. Other than that, it's perfect. There's really nothing wrong with it. It looks great. Great quality in a small figure at a great price is what I want to say. Yep. That's basically the Pop-Up Parade. Now YashaHime is really really impressed with these Pop-Up Parade figures, all right? How they're able to mass produce these figures and they're still good quality, all right? It definitely blows something away like a Sega prize figure, all right? It blows a Sega prize figure away, all right? You could probably put this up against a premium prize figure, all right? I would say it would be up there with the premium prize figure. If I had to give this one a scale, looks like it's like around a 110 scale, so I would say I would have to get a 110 scale figure and put her next to it. But this looks like it's kind of leaning towards like a 110 scale. All right, but like I said, the Naginata makes her like really tall type of thing. Okay, thanks for watching. I really like this figure. I think it was worth the money. That's Setsuna from YashaHime. I'm gonna get some 360 video and close-ups. That's the end of the video. Thanks for watching.